Okay, question 7. We have 7.1 here. Given f of x, which is equal to 3x squared plus 11, we are asked to find the derivative using first principles. So f of x is equals to 3x squared plus 11. So the formula of first principles is given as f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. So remember that it is actually a limit when h approaches 0. So let's first find f of x plus h. So which means we're going to substitute in this function here. So it's going to be 3 into x plus h all squared plus 11. So f prime x is equals to the limit when h approaches 0 of 3 into x plus h squared plus 11 minus our f of x, which is 3x squared plus 11 divided by h. So we're going to deal with what's inside. So it's going to be 3 into our x plus h multiplying with our x plus h plus 11 minus 3x squared plus 11 all over h. So that is the limit when h approaches 0. So limit when h approaches 0, so we have 3 into, so we find the product using FOIL method. It's going to be x squared plus 2hx plus h squared, right? So meaning that we're going to have x times x, which is x squared, x times h, which is xh, plus x times h, which is xh. Then we have to add h squared, which is found by multiplying h times h, which is what we found here. Then we're going to add 11 minus, so we put the solid brackets here, then minus into 3x squared plus 11 divided by h. So the limit when h approaches 0, so the 3 will multiply everything that it finds inside here. So it's going to be 3x squared plus 6hx plus 3h squared plus 11 minus 3x squared, because the negative will multiply everything that is inside here, minus 11, because this is positive 11 divided by h. So what's going to happen is this 3x squared will subtract this one, this 11 goes away with this one. We are left with the limit when h approaches 0 of 6hx plus 3h squared divided by h. So limit when h approaches 0 is equal to, so we're going to factorize the h, so we'll be left with 6x plus 3h over h. Therefore the h divides out. We are left with the limit when h approaches 0 is 6x plus 3h. So we're going to substitute this h as 0, so it's going to be 6x plus 3 into 0. We'll be left with 6x. So this is the final answer of your derivative using first principle. Having y is equals to 2x to the power 4 minus pi root of x plus 8 over root of x. So before we derive, let's first break this problem. So it's going to be broken like this: minus pi root of x over root of x plus 8 over root of x. So y is equals to, please note that root of x is the same as saying x to the power of 1 over 2. So meaning 2x to the power of 4 over x to the power of 1 over 2 minus this portion here, it's root of x and root of x divide out. Then we are left with minus pi plus 8 over x to the power of 1 over 2. So let's first deal with this problem before we derive. So it's y is equals to, we're going to take this x to the power of half to the top, so it's going to be 2x to the power of 4 multiplied by x to the power of minus 1 over 2 minus pi plus 8x to the power of minus 1 over 2, because we take this to the top. So it's going to be y is equals to 2x to the power of, so 4 minus 1 over 2 is going to give you 4 minus 1 over 2 is going to give you so 4 minus 1 over 2 is going to give you 7 over 2 minus pi plus 8x to the power of minus 1 over 2. Then from here onwards we're going to derive. So d of y with respect to x is equal to, so we're going to drop the 7 over 2 multiplied by 2, x to the power of 7 over 2 minus 1, and the derivative of pi is 0, so it's plus 0 plus, and then we drop the minus 1 over 2 times 8x to the power of minus 1 over 2 minus 1. Therefore d of y over d of x, this 2 goes away with 7x to the power of 5 over 2 minus 8 divided by 2 is going to be minus 4x to the power of minus 3 over 2. Then this is our answer, but we can write this exponent in positive form. So meaning d of y over d of x is equals to 7x to the power of 5 over 2 minus 4 over x to the power of 3 over 2. So if you like, you can leave your answer to this format, or you can simply continue and write it properly. So it's 7 root of x to the power of 5 minus 4 over root of x to the power of 3. So this is the final answer of this problem here. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, suggestions, or comments, please write them in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos.